Rural-urban connections are growing, with an increased awareness of where our food comes from and the need for fresh and healthful food to be accessible to all. Organizations such as Alchemist Community Development Corporation are bringing fresh, affordable food from local farms to the city. Charitable organizations, too, are part of the food system. Food banks not only utilize donations of surplus farm produce, but have also begun to buy from local farms to supplement their boxed groceries with fruits and vegetables. Educational institutions, which feed thousands of students, are focusing their buying power locally. Davis Farm to School Connections is a nationally recognized pioneer in school lunch programs. The Sacramento City Unified School District and Folsom Cordova Unified School District are not only buying from farmers for their cafeterias, but integrating agricultural and environmental education into the curriculum. UC Davis Dining Services has committed to buying at least 30% of its ingredients from farmers such as Sia and Kia Tao. High school students, many of whom have never been on a farm before, gain hands-on experience in agricultural and environmental careers through the Center for Land-Based Learning and a myriad of internship opportunities in the area. Working farms such as Full Belly, Good Humus, and Soilborn host programs for elementary school students year-round. Few will go on to work in agriculture, but all will grow up knowing that food comes not only from the grocery store, but from the land. Both challenges and opportunities arise as our urban and rural areas become more interdependent. A rise in residential development on rural land brings with it potential conflicts regarding noise, spraying, dust, and traffic. Some rural residents travel to urban areas for work. Road safety issues arise where commuter traffic and agricultural equipment share narrow rural roads. But in the bigger scheme of things, making the connection between rural and urban communities isn't just about being good neighbors. It's key to the survival of our farms, ranches, and open lands.
The relationship between the cities and the rural areas is very critical, because that food supply chain is very, very fragile. It seems like you can just go to the store and buy whatever you need whenever you want it. But I think if we really realize how fragile that food chain is, we would take a little look at how it is local farms surrounding urban areas can become major suppliers for those urban areas and reduce the amount of carbon that is used or actually is generated by transportation, and the cost of the food too that is generated by all the middlemen that handle that product from the time it leaves the farm to the time it gets on the grocery store shelves.
My zoning here is 40-acre minimum only because I requested it. To the chagrin of my brothers and sisters, at one time it was 10-acre minimum, but I was the only one living on the ranch, and I said, you know, I really want to see this maintained, fairly large parcels out here. So I got up and said, you know, I really want to see this maintained as fairly large parcels, and I'm willing to give up my zoning.
I think we certainly have to plan for agriculture. As you say, in previous times we planned for subdivisions, for schools, for highways, for shopping centers, and then agriculture had what was left over. And I think now we realize that we have to plan where we want our agriculture, because agriculture does make a tremendous contribution, not only in providing food for local markets, for local consumers, but also in the open space, the wildlife habitat, helps with air pollution to clean the air, with water quality. Farms can be a big contributor to the quality of life in the area. And I think most urban residents like to have some open space around them.
Agriculture is an absolutely critical, important part of the Sacramento economy, and rather than saying, oh, we're kind of embarrassed by that, let's promote it. Yeah, we are a cow town and we are really proud of it, and here are all the things we're doing to develop it even more.
Our understanding of the unique contributions of agriculture and open spaces and our strong rural-urban connections will help us shape the future of the economy, the environment, and our way of life in the Sacramento region.